Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing to these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. You can find daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram and Sita's weekly tarot reading on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. My name is Sita. I'm an intuitive astrologer and a psychic tarot reader, and I'm here to share my knowledge of the movements of the planets with you. So before I start, I'd like to tell you a little bit about my journey with astrology. My passion for astrology started when I was a teenager. Most of you are probably familiar with my work through the tarot, but I have a strong relationship with astrology, and a special one. I refrain from using astrology as a predictive tool. Instead, I believe everyone can grow and learn more about the inner self by following the movements of the planets and their relationship with each other. So I'm hoping that you can use these interpretations to see what it is you need to work on and how the archetypes are playing out in your life. So let's look at the upcoming transits, especially the one for November 19th. Okay, so there's a huge change coming. I'm going to focus on the eclipse. Now, the eclipse is going to happen on the 19th. Eclipses are huge changes relating, in this case, to our self-worth because it's a Taurus-Scorpio opposition between the Sun in Scorpio and the Moon in Taurus. And it's showing that there are things that we have to look at. Now, eclipses happen a few times a year. They run in a 6-month cycle, so they just don't happen one day and then it's over with. Actually, it starts to pull in about a week or two before the energy starts to shift. If you've been seeing a lot of discordant energy, that's because the eclipse is moving closer. It's a wild card. You never know how things are going to turn out. Perhaps it will cause a lot of disruption or changes, but then it forces you to address those changes and shift things in the direction that you want them to go. Sometimes it can clear up a long-standing issue. So use it that way to allow the energy to flow through and less resistance to it. And even though you think things are falling apart, later on, just like after you have a big storm, you see a very calm environment. That's what happens after an eclipse. Now, also, this eclipse relates back to a series. They run in series, and there was a similar one between 2013 and 2014. So it's always good to look back and reflect on what was happening during that time, how you've evolved, the changes you've made. It's probably something around self-worth, finances, your relationship with money, your relationship to others, and your deep fears. So all that combined, and then how you've evolved and changed. So right now you can clear out some of the rest of that energy or issues that you've been having with your relationship, with your self-worth, with your finances, how other people use your resources, and how you use your resources. So the challenge for this eclipse is to look at your subconscious attachment to money and your power. Other people and how you're holding your power, what is hidden, and do you want to remain with these hidden issues, or do you want to bring them into the surface, into the light, so you can deal with it? Now, the eclipse may trigger that, and so it could be traumatic, it could be disturbing, but it also could be a sense of relief and less stress around an issue. So all those secrets that you've been keeping, are they really worth it? What can you release, tell to others, confide to someone that you trust, or maybe to face the person that you're keeping the secret from? So think about that as you go through this energy. It's pretty intense, but it can be life-altering, bringing you into a deeper awareness and improve your relationships. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. You can find the daily posts on Instagram and Sita's weekly tarot reading on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at the Sita One. So I always say, if you're feeling stressed, if you feel that you can't control what's going on around you, the only thing you really can control is your reactions. And you can do that by deep breathing, taking walks in nature, and just giving yourself time to relax and do some self-care. Enjoy your week, take care of yourself and others, and I will see you next week.